Yo, 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 what it do? It's your guy Malmoves coming to you with another video. Today we're going to be doing a live reaction video because Old School RuneScape did the dopest thing ever. They've finally released their pitches for the new skills. Now, there's a couple of things about this is really cool. One, we can get these, completely vote no, and get a whole new rack of new skills or even different ones. Or we can love these and let them refine it. And that's so dope because literally we have so much say in this that it's like, love it or hate it, this is just a projection and then we can go from anywhere from here. But first reaction, it's about 2 o'clock here in Vegas. I'm excited. Let's get straight into it.
Hey everyone, today we're going to take you through
3 completely different skill pitches. Hey, I'm Madalena, and I'm here to tell you about a pitch that every player who loves animals has been waiting for. Have you ever wandered around Gillinor and looked at a strong bear or a cunning wolf and wished it could help you on your adventures? Or perhaps you've simply wanted to care for a cuddly little chinchompa instead of using it as an explosive projectile to destroy your enemies. Well, maybe now you can do just that. So settle down, grab a blanket, and listen to our most wholesome skill pitch yet. Taming. Taming is a utility skill, all about discovering new and existing creatures around the world, and taming
I'm rune crafting, by the way,
friendly
if you guys
companions.
are wondering why I'm moving
If you
my
earn
mouse.
their trust and take care of them, in return, they'll aid you on your adventures. You can utilize their unique abilities to interact with the world.
So, alright, so taming, this is like summoning, but we already have pets. Whatever.
In entirely new ways, and deepen your bond with your animal.
Did someone suggest this? Is this what they
to make their
did?
abilities
Taming?
even stronger?
Summoning,
First,
we had
let's
summoning.
address the elephant in the room. This is not summoning. For those of you who remember the skill in RuneScape, the similarities only go as far as having a companion which can aid you with various different types of content across the game. While summoning's gameplay loop behaved like a mix of rune crafting and Slayer, and required players to collect charms, taming will instead bring the long-term bond between you and your companions to the forefront with an involved taming process. Taming will require study and knowledge of creatures and their behaviors, provide an in-depth animal care and well-being system, and even the capability to level up your companion as you help teach them.
Nah, bro, so you gotta level up. You gotta level up.
From the
Taming, and then you also gotta level up the pet.
Or even the type of environment it wants to live and work in. Each creature has its own goals,
per pet,
and desires.
It's like Pokemon.
Just like real pets. As a result, taming has a lot of potential to interact with other skills.
Not even
Learning to
Pokemon.
prepare
You don't even get to throw the balls.
crafting the perfect toy, or even constructing the perfect house for them to live in. Once you've tamed your companion, the fastest way to train it will be by testing its mettle at dedicated taming activities around the world. Some companions may
Anybody know what metal?
Joy in running stated taming activities around the world. Some companions may find joy in running specific obstacle courses. Others may find the sense of danger thrilling and would want to navigate elaborate mazes and traverse dangerous dungeons. Some may just want the cozy bonding time from playing good old fetch. Now, let's talk about why you want to tame a companion. The biggest benefit to doing so is gaining access to all of the things that companions can do which you cannot. Fangs, fins, gills, wings, these are all attributes that companions can have. A well-trained companion can utilize some of these to help you by unlocking access to new areas or helping with existing content.
I like to fly.
As a reward from the skill, taming would naturally provide access to a whole series of content updates that only the most dedicated of tamers can handle. Lastly, here's what will happen if you vote for taming to advance to the refinement stage. The biggest unknown for us is what kind of perks you'd like to see and how strong they should be. How involved would you like to be in caring for your companion's needs? How do existing pets fit alongside the system? We want to explore how, if at all, you'd like for these companions to work in combat. We'd also like to work with you all to decide what kinds of content should be included.
Like come in closer, like I can't hear it because it just don't even sound right.
Where you store companions. A a creature catalog for
We have
documenting
pets to
information.
store.
What training activities
Yo, I
you would
love
like your companions
pets.
to have, player versus player creature fights, or even a companion-only boss encounter or raid. The possibilities really are endless. Do you want to add some quality of life features to existing content? Or are you looking to find the goodest boy and take care of him? Or do you simply want to try your hand at taming
I got
them
the
all?
goodest boy.
If so, in the upcoming poll,
Stop
vote
talking
yes
to your girl.
to taming.
I mean,
Hey, I'm Mod Husky, and today I'm going to talk to you about our most surprising skill pitch. A skill pitch that none of you have seen coming and is sure to catch the community by surprise. This is a skill that will allow you to meticulously travel parts of Gielinor that you are currently unable to access, to explore new and exciting content across the game world, and learn to overcome one of the greatest forces of nature in the world. Of course, you all know what this pitch is by now.
It's gotta be.
Let's talk about sailing. Join us on this adventure and acquire a ship to take to the seas. Master the art of sailing and explore the world in a brand new way, setting foot on new islands and traversing hazardous waters, storms, and sea monster attacks. Whether you're an adventurer uncovering new places to explore, a fisherman catching fish only available far out at sea, or a pirate venturing into dangerous waters looking to sink every ship in sight to plunder treasure, or even a courier looking to move goods from A to B, for a price of course. Sailing has something to offer for everyone looking to spend their time out at sea. So acquire a vessel, set forth, and experience Gielinor from a fresh and salty new perspective. Jokes aside though, this has been the most suggested skill pitch from the community, and one you have all been the most vocal about wanting in some form or another. To you veterans of the community,
I don't know much. I wouldn't say
the
I
Old School
want
team
it, but
pitched sailing as the first new skill back in 2015. But let's make it abundantly clear that this is not the same skill it was back then.
okay, because I
It's been
didn't.
revamped,
I wasn't about
remastered, and re-envisioned, thanks to input from various pillars of the community, and also your responses in the survey. Let's take a look and dive into how sailing can work in Old School RuneScape. First up, you'll have to make your way to a port and acquire a ship, whether it be a standard ship, a Viking longboat, or even a dwarven steamboat. The method of acquisition is up to you.
Okay.
Whether you buy one, borrow one, steal one, or build one for yourself.
So
Once you have a
you
ship,
like
you can navigate the
crafting,
seas and undertake a variety of
wood
activities.
cutting.
Either
I can see you wood
self-imposed
cutting to
or
build
directed
it.
from
Like if
various
you had to
NPCs.
build your own ship, like different levels
This is
to
how
build
we
your ship
envision the
too.
bulk of XP.
Like if you get
being
90
born.
wood cutting,
You
you
could
get like
search for an
a
elusive sea
mahogany
monster,
boat.
seek out the
That'd be
best
dope.
places to acquire rare fish, undertake a series of
And
sailing
then
time
on
trials,
top of that
or
go,
simply bask in
yo,
the unrivaled thrill of
like
sea exploration.
building it, crafting,
With the sailing
construction,
skill release,
construction,
our
wood
goal
cutting,
is to really make it feel like a fully fledged sea expansion,
and then
which functions as its own biome with a whole bunch
fishing,
of
obviously,
new,
because you fish on the boat.
interesting,
Maybe
and
fishing on the
dynamic
boats
content.
gives you faster
Not just
rates.
the copy-pasted sea texture that it currently is. If this has whet your appetite for
And
the
then the
high
heavier
seas,
on the boat, the
next I'd like to talk
slower
about
it
what
is to
you
get back,
can expect
maybe.
should you vote for sailing to advance to the
But
refinement
then you can
stage.
teleport. But then
First
you
and
lose your
foremost
boat.
is navigation at sea. We definitely want to be more ambitious than the bone boy.
Hold on.
And
So,
there are a number of possibilities we could go with. From
I'm like,
WASD keys, or setting your direction on interface, or perhaps something else entirely. Additionally, how large or small should the ships be? Are you the ship, or are you on the ship? And what level of customization should a ship have? Whether it's for flexing your sailing achievements, or improving your ship's performance. And of course, what activities would you like to do at sea? We've had a load of ideas to connect sailing with other skills just by asking, how would this work at sea? What could you farm? What could you fish? What could you slay? What could you hunt? Could clues work at sea? The sheer number of possibilities.
there is a lot.
Whether you're an explorer,
I see there
sailor,
being like a lot.
mercenary,
Definitely.
pirate, or
Like it
simple
would be
hunter.
really cool.
Sailing has something to offer for everyone, so hop on board and let us know in the upcoming poll if you'd like to take to the seas by voting yes to sailing.
It sounds good in theory, but that's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not that mad at it, but
I'm excited to talk to you about our wildest skill set.
that's a good one though. It already incorporates crafting, wood cutting.
Bring you something new, mysterious.
It incorporates crafting, wood cutting, fishing, construction. You could hunt new things, which in turn can create like different items, different monsters, different caves, areas you could go to. But he said you got to navigate the boat. Smithing. Implement like an underwater ore. You get to use the scuba diving gear. You could go out and then go off on your own boat, anchor the boat, and have... There could be a whole underwater area caverns. Like if you boat to this part, you could go scuba diving, boom, and then area. But you have to boat there, and in boating there, maybe you can only use magic and range. Bro. Construction, hunter, slayer, farming, wood cutting, cooking obviously, fishing. It would affect everything. Let's keep going.
And exciting. Get ready for shamanism. With shamanism, you can study the mysterious power of nature and unlock the ability to perform rituals by gathering resources
I'm
from
trying to
nature
be a shaman.
tapping into the spirit producing
oh,
powerful items like tikis, totems, and poultices.
I mean a shaman.
In addition to enhancing your own equipment. Through mastering shamanism, you unlock your third eye and gain access to the spirit realm, a new area of the game to explore where you can commune with spirits. In the gathering part of shamanism, you'll collect two different kinds of resources, spiritual and natural.
Spiritual and natural. Need to bring some spirituality to the game.
You can forage across Gillinor, such as mushrooms, roots, bark, and leaves. Others can be harvested directly from creatures using a carving knife, such as taking bone marrow from a giant, the blood of a hellhound, or the spleen from a giant frog. Spiritual resources are harvested from the spirit realm. You can track
Slayer
down
would be so
certain
much
sites
doper.
where the connection to the spirit realm is the strongest, and then reap the rewards. We know from your feedback that you didn't want to see another viable production skill, and that's exactly why we've looked to incorporate gathering directly into shamanism. Our intention is to make the majority of resources that you gather untradeable. This ensures a more interesting and exciting gameplay loop than simply buying the resources from the Grand Exchange.
That would be so helpful.
And
then Iron Man would be loving that. I feel like Iron Man would love that. I would play Iron Man more with a new skill like that.
You'll have to perform a ritual to infuse the natural resources with the spiritual ones. To do so, you'll need to create and use a ritual circle. These can be drawn in most outdoor areas. The products of shamanism could include tikis, poultices, oils, incenses, idols, relics, totems, a collection of quirky magical utility items, and even enhancements to your existing equipment. Now, you may be wondering how the spirit realm comes into this and what you could do there. For us, it's this twist that sets shamanism apart from other skills. The spirit realm is an alternate reality where spirits live, and is the source of a shaman's power. Disturbed sites are closely linked to the spirit realm, and experienced shamans can use their understanding of the two to move freely between them. As your shamanism level increases, you'll be able to access deeper parts of the spirit realm.
That's easily able to add in. And then you could find better weapons
by talking about
and
what's next for shamanism. If approved for refinement, we want to discuss with the community how shamanism can enhance existing equipment. It's a huge core of the skill, but we need to know what you think. Should enhancements be permanent or temporary? Should they be visible to other players? What can you enhance? How many enhancements should there be, and what kinds of benefits should they provide? We'd also like to talk about the specifics of the gathering side of the skill, such as how intensive it is,
and how many different training methods we should include. So, whether you simply want to train another gathering-like skill, whether you're excited about the prospect of enhancing your own equipment, or you're just interested in exploring the powers of nature and the spirit realm, in the upcoming poll, vote yes to shamanism.
Hold on, bro. Yo. Man, I really don't know. Like, shamanism sounds dope in theory, but then, like, sounds dope, though. Like, you could really, like, imbue so much, like, everything has, like, imbued by this much. The stats of it are increased by 10% through a holy extension. I don't know, or, like, shamanistic extensions. Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, it blew my mind. Like, first when I thought about shamanism, I thought, like, you'd be out here freaking killing stuff and then going into spiritual congregation. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. Listen, I'm just being silly. But, like, really, though, like, shamanism sounds dope, but it sounds like it could easily be broken. And it, like, but it sounds really cool. And, like, why wouldn't you, like, be putting freaking witches and wizards? Why can't they got some tikis, some cauldrons? You know, you make it. That's kind of like demonic. But I mean, like, I'm not like a Christian. Like, oh my gosh, you can't do stuff like that. You know, like, I feel like, you know, like, this is not gonna be like some crazy devil worshiping stuff. You know, like, you just out here making potions and cauldrons and shadow realms and spirit realms and conquering and slicing. You know, nothing too ritualistic. You ain't selling your soul to no video game. I don't know, but like, bro, that's kind of epic. And then sailing, right? So, like, talking about sailing, like, all the skills and the resource building, like, sailing sounds dope because you can add combat to it by just adding different combat elements by being at water. Underwater, Brine Sabre gets an upgrade. It becomes a lot cooler. You know, maybe there's, like, Brine List, a quest line that goes with the Brine. So, you know, like, that would be cool. You can, once you get underwater, there's more utility for herb lore, you know, crafting things, you know, hunting things. Maybe there's like a spear, like a spear crossbow. You're underwater with a spear that you could put to your crossbow and boom, harpoon and fish that way. Mini games of such where you gotta, like, go in, you gotta, like, chase them down, kill it. It's not that interactive though, so it's not like you're swimming, but they're saying you're trying to, like, so then it's weird, you know, it's a lot. I think it's cool though. And then, like, they would have to introduce the way to combat, like, but they already have the helmet. Like, sailing's already, like, easily integratable because there's already quest items that, like, make you go underwater. So it's like, boom, like, intro to water. You gotta do these quests in the water. But shaman, I don't really want to tame no creatures. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel like taming no creatures. Summoning, like, it was cool. Like, I ain't trying to pack yak quadruple the inventory. I don't know about all that. But you know what? This is just my thoughts. Personally, if I had to pick and choose between shamanism and sailing, I kind of want to be different and pick shamanism. But for consistency, I think that sailing would be better. You could have a whole water raid. Like, once water mechanics get good. But at the same time, it's like, you're wearing flippers and moving around. Like, I don't know how well you could fight, move around. Doesn't sound as dope. So shamanism does kind of have that pitch, because I mean, like, fighting on a boat does sound dope, I guess, and building your own boat, but I'd much rather like have something that's integral into the game and building on what we have without maybe wanting to be so resource experience heavy. Because I mean, like, sailing in itself sounds cool to go traveling to other places and whatnot, but like at the same time, once you travel to the same places, it will just be the same gameplay but with better loots or different loots to add to the already new items, I guess, right? Maybe there would be new potions that allow you to breathe underwater without having a helmet, so you can use your Slayer helm, and it's like a gilly weed type of situation like Harry Potter. So now you're underwater and you can stay under there for like 30 minutes, and then after that, if you don't, you breathe, you start to breathe and die, and then there's a graveyard at the start of it or something, or you gotta go under there and get your stuff back or send it to death. But shamanism, bro, they talking about killing monsters. You could change the whole way corpse work. Like, you can once you unlock shamanism, like, certain monsters will always drop a certain corp like body to where it drops loot, and then you can boom cut pieces off, and then or like loot becomes something more of like the bodies there for shamanism stuff. But then that would also slow down picking up loot in PKing situations. But in most situations, unless you're in the wilderness, that stuff is crazy. So like those shaman items that would be out there would probably be like a lot more experience and stronger, higher risk, higher reward. But overall, yeah, I kind of want to vote for shaman. I'd like to see what that is. It would be cool to add like imbuing stuff, but the only thing I'd be interested in is like you'd start the circle, and then like in that you can do this, and then what from there? You know, like what from there? Like, it's very interesting. I like, how do these imbues work? Because I don't know if I want to add another block to these things. You know, I'm not sure that's the way I'd want to go. Maybe it's a book, but then even in that, it would take away. So it would have to be like a click thing that you could imbue. So maybe there is a new slot on, you know, the interface. But yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious to see how you guys are voting. Maybe you guys can sway my opinion. We got some time. Thinking shaman first, sailing second. They could just take taming away, but that's my personal opinion. It's Malmoves. Let's hear what you guys got to say. I'll see you next time. Peace.